the fact that state funds were used in politics. And that is what we should look back at in this country and ask ourselves truly, what kind of country do we want? And it's not only in this case. I'm sure when this administration leaves, we'll be able to hear how much has been used also as regards state funds in politics. And most of the political candidates running, how much they use funds that ought to be used for the state in politics. So I'm not saying politicians cannot run, but when they run, can they raise their funds? Can they go on GoFundMe? But not because they are incumbents, the state fund is being used. And I think that's the grand conversation here about the monies that were released. And when we have this conversation with ourselves, then we can push forward as a country that we truly want to have.
All right, make sure you share this one. I'm gonna share this video. Share them fast. Mona share them. Show now beg. Show some love. Share them. Hit that like that share button. Hit up. All right, in reaction to Doyin Okupe's scandal, Rufia has also reacted to this, as there's been a lot of reaction on the social media, on the mainstream media. And a lot of people have spoken, a lot of people have said, hey, forget it, this scandal cannot do anything, it won't even go and hinge with the Labour Party. And I hear the opinion of Rufia on this. He has split out the truth as usual. I want you to listen to what Rufia have to say on this, on this scandal.
Rufia, how do you think this affects the Peter Obi campaign, really quickly?
No, it's out there. The story is out there. When it broke yesterday, Ayo, thank you so much for the stellar job as regards this. And the Peter Obi campaign has reacted. I think I was watching on television when they said they would look at the case and see. It is on them to make that decision if he's still going to remain their DJ or not, because he's going on appeal. So apart from paying the 13 million, he also wants to go on appeal, to be able to clear his name. He was not found guilty for money laundering charges, because a lot of newspaper reported like that yesterday. What he was found for was violating, provisions set aside in the Money Laundering Act concerning a certain threshold. If you take over 5 million in cash, you must be able to report it and all of that. That's what it was found for. But it's on the Labour Party to be able to make that decision. But I think for me, the most important part of this conversation that everybody's been missing is, let's dial back to what happened. The fact that state funds were used in politics. And that is what we should look back at in this country and ask ourselves truly, what kind of country do we want? And it's not only in this case. I'm sure when this administration leaves, we'll be able to hear how much has been used also as regards state funds in politics. And most of the political candidates running, how much they use funds that ought to be used for the state in politics. So I'm not saying politicians cannot run, but when they run, can they raise their funds? Can they go on GoFundMe? But not because they are incumbents, the state fund is being used. And I think that's the grand conversation here about the monies that were released. And when we have this conversation with ourselves, then we can push forward as a country that we truly want to have.
Right.
But the man, the legal terms are out there. He's paid. There was a provision of a fine. He's paid the fine, so he's not going to prison. Because I also hear people carrying all the stories that he's gone to prison. He didn't go to prison. And he's also moving ahead to be able to appeal this. That's what is on ground here.
Well, the truth is that APC, they have so much going on. Even PDP have so much going on in their party. Then one of the tools that these people will use, the opposition will use, is to bring a lot of scandal, to bring a lot of things to pull down any force that is coming. So, and I've said it, I know this is more of our political stuff. And I was asking you guys yesterday that why now? Why is it that it is now that this kind of thing has to come up? But then where it's not, like Rufia said, this is not for him to go to jail. This is just, at least they want to have something on ground to be able to eat on. And hey, eventually this is really nothing, because the Labour Party people have also come out to say that, okay, forget it, this is not even going to hinge with us, because we are not feeling it at all. And the Obidients to this, none of them were shaking. None of them were going like, okay, this is a corrupt party too. Everybody stay intact. And that's what has happened with this scandal that came out. The Obidients, they came out strong and they said, oh, we're not looking wicked. We are not distracted. We are focused. And whatever you guys are bringing, you can bring it on. All we know is that in 2023, we're changing the narrative. We're changing this thing that you guys think is going to be business as usual. We're changing it to what we want. It's not going to be a business as usual. It's going to be what we want. It's going to be what we want for our children. It's going to be what we want for our future. future. And it looks like Nigeria has made up their mind. Someone made a comment. He said even if you tell him that Peter Obi today stole a lot of money or did something wrong, he's still voting for Peter Obi no matter what. So you can bring any kind of scandal that you want to bring. It's still going to be Peter Obi as long as he lives, as long as he's going to vote in Nigeria, as long as APC, PDP, they're not coming back or they're not going to remain in office. As long as he can put someone else there, yes, then forget it. It's not going to be anyone rather than Peter Obi. So it looks like the Obidients, they have things under control. It looks like they are not shaking. It looks like they know that, okay, stuff like this will come and more will still come before February 25th. And forget it. As long as a man or anyone is focused in life and you know what you really want in life, then nothing should be able to pull you down. Nothing should be able to separate you from what you believe. So, and that's what I have for you this evening as we round up our update this evening. As we round up our update for today, I'm going to see you tomorrow. I needed to share this video. I needed to get to everyone. Make sure you show us some love. Make your comments. We want to read from you. Also, make sure that you click on that like button. Make sure that you can see the star button there. Hit that star button and support with some star while we walk some things out on our studio. So thank you so much for watching. God bless you. God bless Nigeria. God bless any other nations that people are agitating for. If they come to realization, God bless everyone. I'm not against anyone. It's the will of God that will be done. That's what it is. So thank you so much. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you.